Some of the best advice I was ever given was from someone who later lost their mind. When I was 18 and halfway through my A-levels, I found myself coasting despite having done well at GCC. An enticing opportunity arose to join a large company as an engineering apprentice. My career aspirations were vague, something with computers or maths. Word got around to my teachers that I was considering leaving the sixth form, and they launched a collective effort to dissuade me, except for one. A somewhat eccentric maths teacher took a different approach, engaging me in a conversation that I'll do my best to recall. His mental health struggles led to his departure from the teaching position. It was a poignant turn of events, and I couldn't help but reflect on the valuable advice he had once given me. Decision-making often gets framed in binary terms, right or wrong. However, as he wisely pointed out, it doesn't have to be a matter of absolutes. Taking a chance and discovering it's not what you expected still brings you closer to uncovering what you truly want to do. He shared, "My feeling is that if you are genuinely interested, you should go for it. Even if it doesn't turn out to be your long-term choice, it's not a mistake. You'll have a clearer understanding of what you do want to do." Encouragement also came from my girlfriend, now my wife, who advised me to pursue what made me happy. Years later, I learned that the eccentric teacher had experienced a complete mental breakdown. Though I wasn't present, I heard unsettling stories about him sharing strange tales and attempting to enter storage cupboards.
Today I messed up by letting my intrusive thoughts win and acting a fool. This is just beyond stupid, and I don't know what possessed me in the moment to act cringe, but it almost felt like a rare moment where for once in my adulthood I let my inner child out. Suddenly, channeling my inner showman, I spontaneously burst into the Soulja Boy's "you" dash, a move I now can't quite fathom. Laughter erupted from my being, but as I looked around, a startling realization hit me. I was laughing alone for a solid minute. Hastily recovering, I chuckled, "I'm just playing," desperately trying to salvage the situation. Yet, the dynamic of our interaction had shifted. The rest of the lunch unfolded under a cloud of awkwardness, leaving me to ponder at my cubicle about the daring risk I had taken. Usually, I reserve my penchant for absurdity for the company of friends or the influence of alcohol. Today, however, marked a rare deviation from my norm, a day where spontaneity collided with my usually measured social demeanor. Now, I find myself grappling with the aftermath, wondering what possessed me to embark on such an unexpected escapade. In the heart of our corporate skyscraper, an unexpected connection blossomed between me and a girl I'd been seeing for just 3 weeks. Our rendezvous began through the intricate web of an internal networking tool, uniting us despite being stationed on different floors. Today, as the lunch hour beckoned, we decided to venture outside for a change of scenery. A casual stroll towards the food court set the stage for an unexpected twist. With an innocent inquiry about lunch choices, she innocently asked, "What do you want to do?"
My teacher ruined my life, so I destroyed his. I 16M have a teacher that hates me. My teacher, Mr. Dillian, will pick on me, purposely calling on me when he knows I don't know the answer, and I believe giving me less points than everyone else even if I put the same thing on assignments and tests. I truly believe he despises me even though I am not by any means a bad student. I stay off my phone during class and do not talk while he is, however he still hates me for completely no reason. It's like he thinks I'm some lazy dropout, stupid and mean misbehaving student, when I'm not. I could have just dealt with this, as we all have teachers who don't like us at some point. Until last week when I was ordering food on my mom's phone, when I saw an email from my teacher Mr. Dillian, I was curious if what he was saying was about me. Curiosity got the better of me and I opened the email. Whatever I expected to see was not what I saw. Nothing could have prepared me to see this though. It was a series of conversations between my teacher and my mother. After reading further, I realized my mom had ended up sleeping with my teacher. Meanwhile, my parents had recently divorced, and I knew it was because my mom cheated, but I could never lay a finger on who she was cheating with. But my teacher, Mr. Dillon, was the last straw. I had to do something. I had been researching AI recently, so I decided that I was going to try was make a fake Instagram account that was identical to Mr. Dillon's and follow the school's page. I saw these in movies and was desperate, so I tried to see if it would work in real life. I used this AI website that generated videos and pictures of him to post on this page, and ended up posting something where he said a bunch of harsh racist things about the teachers and principal at our school and the students that go there. There was no denying it because it looked and sounded just like him. Since I posted followed the school page, it ended up getting posted on our page and spread like wildfire. After everyone saw this, he ended up quickly being fired from his job, and probably any other teaching positions in the future, hopefully. The last I heard, he had moved away, and hopefully I don't have to see him again. My dad almost helped a gangbanger. A few years ago, my dad, the owner of a gun store, encountered a mysterious visitor with a chilling request. A man walked into the shop and inquired, "Where can I get bulletproof vests?" Unsettled, my dad responded that they didn't sell such items. The man cryptically retorted, "So where is a guy supposed to go with a price on his head?" Sensing trouble, my dad promptly instructed him to leave. Days later, while my dad was manning the shop, a sudden eruption of gunshots and the jarring crash of metal reached his ears from a nearby park. Instinctively, he abandoned the store and made his way toward the unsettling commotion. To his dismay, he discovered that the same man from days before had fallen victim to a hail of bullets while inside his truck, causing it to careen into a tree. Tragically, this incident not only claimed a life but also served as the incendiary spark for a gang war in the vicinity of my dad's store. The repercussions of that single violent act reverberated through the community, transforming the once peaceful neighborhood into a battleground for rival gangs. In the aftermath of these harrowing events, my dad found himself unwittingly entangled in the dangerous repercussions of an encounter that had initially seemed like a distant threat. The gun store, once a bastion of lawful commerce, now stood as a silent witness to the unfolding chaos that had spilled onto the streets, forever altering the landscape of the area. My mom is making my life miserable and I don't know what to do. 14-year-old male with no father figure, and I have 4 brothers, one of whom is slightly autistic. Up until the age of 10, everything was relatively normal, but things have taken a turn for the worse recently. I've been dating a wonderful girl my age for the past 8 months, and while we haven't had any issues, my mom has become a source of constant problems. As the year progressed after turning 10, my autistic brother became more spoiled and started getting away with more. I find myself blamed for everything he does, and he takes advantage of it, with my mom excusing his behavior due to his autism. When I started dating my girlfriend, everything was fine initially. However, my mother began finding more faults with her over time. Most of the criticisms seem unfounded to me, and my mom appears to be making things up just to dislike her. This has led us to stop going to my place as my mom would make constant comments. Even when we avoid her, my mom continues to claim that my girlfriend's attitude is wrong, how she looks at her is wrong, and accuses her of manipulating me into doing things I shouldn't. The situation has escalated to the point where my mom has threatened both me and my girlfriend, talking about kicking me out and dragging her out by her hair. Given my history with an abusive father, this is extremely distressing. When I express frustration or anger, my mom accuses me of turning into my father and has hit me. I've even threatened to move out, but she dismisses it. I'm at a loss about what to do. She's warned that I won't be allowed to see my girlfriend anymore if things continue, and I'm afraid of losing my relationship. Please help. I don't know what my next step should be. I'll provide an update after some replies.
Ungrateful friend. I recently met a girl named Ria in December at school. Yesterday, she texted me desperately needing a favor to write her research argumentative essay, due the next day. Despite my packed schedule, I agreed to help her. However, Ria's responses to my requests for necessary information were delayed, sometimes taking 2 to 3 hours. Undeterred, I worked on her essay diligently from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m., even seeking tutoring to ensure its quality. At 11:45 p.m., I informed her that I had finished. Her response, received after a significant delay, was a casual "Girl, I've been at work, I'm so sorry." She acknowledged the essay's quality, but when I tried to share my efforts, she left me undelivered. Ungrateful friend Part 2. The next day, during lunch with Ria and our friend Jane, I recounted the incident to Jane. She inquired if Ria had paid me for the essay, to which I responded negatively. Ria hadn't offered any compensation or even a simple thank you. When Ria returned from the bathroom, I anticipated some expression of gratitude for the hours I spent on her assignment, but to my dismay, she remained silent, offering no acknowledgement.
The wreck I didn't see coming. For 6 months, I observed, unaware. From my cubicle, I witnessed a corporate disaster unfold, akin to rubbernecking at a car wreck. Little did I know the collision involved the CFO, Mr. Doss, and the cleaning lady, Shauna. It all started innocently. Early Saturday mornings, solitary work, and chance encounters with Shauna, a young woman trying to better her life. The CEO's surprise visit one Saturday hinted at something amiss. Adele, Mr. Doss's wife, later revealed the affair. The climax arrived when Adele confronted her husband in his office, leaving me, an unwitting spectator, to process the aftermath. Days later, as the dust settled, the CEO approached me. Unbeknownst to me, they recognized my innocence in the chaos. Despite the turmoil, he offered me the CFO position, signaling a chance to rebuild and salvage the company's reputation.
I almost pissed my boyfriend's bed. I was at my boyfriend's soon-to-be fiancé house, and he wanted me to stay for the weekend so we could spend some time together. Fast forward, we fell asleep, and around 8 a.m., I was lying on my stomach. I had a dream that I went to the toilet, and oh my god, I started urinating, but I have good bladder control, so I woke myself up and immediately stopped. I thought I fully wet the bed, so there I was, lying for about 20 minutes, not knowing what to do because I didn't know if it got on the bed. Finally, I looked underneath me, and it was dry. It was just my underwear. Honestly, I'm still embarrassed and just needed to get my story out there. I'm so scared it will happen again, though.
I'm a gas station clerk and I somehow just saved someone's life without knowing it. Working the late shift at a gas station, I unwittingly became part of a real-life thriller. A mysterious yellow van parked at the gas pump caught my attention, and little did I know it would lead to a life-saving moment. My boss rushed to tell me that someone had captured audio of a woman screaming from the van. The police were on their way. As the officers arrived, the tension escalated, and the van's driver was directed to park on the side. Around 7:45 p.m., a battered woman approached, seeking help with gas. Her appearance told a story of fear and pain. I handed her $10 and discreetly asked if she needed assistance. Breaking down, she shared she was heading home. With the sheriff's department on the line, I stalled her until the police arrived. After she left, she returned, expressing gratitude with a cactus named Bob. Later, an officer revealed the man in the van had a knife to her throat. Relieved she's safe, I've got her back. If that menacing guy shows up again, I'm ready to step in. Life at the gas station just got a whole lot more interesting.
Hey you. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more.